So I think Ellis made an enemy on this road. Selborne Road is the project where we had all of the neighbours come down and write 60 complaints.
Always has something negative to say. You know what they say, if you haven't got any haters, then you're not doing something right.
Very impressive. He's doing everything exactly right. Like, you need to do this, this and this and this. Like a checklist, he is ticking it off.
So Monday normally consists of dealing with emails. So professionals like solicitors and bankers don't tend to work over the weekend. So on the Monday or the Tuesday, normally get loads of inquiries from them. And that's what we're normally dealing with. However, this Monday, we had a news article come out on Kent Online on our latest project, which was a HMO. So just been dealing with lots of messages in regards to that, creating a reel on it, and just reading through some of the comments that other people have written on the news article, which are absolutely comical. If you go onto our reels, then you'll be able to see the link to have a look at the article and all the comments on there. Super funny. Try to do something good. Someone always has something negative to say, but you know what they say, if you haven't got any haters, then you're not doing something right.
So I've just arrived at the Selborne Road project. We are here today because we have a monitoring surveyor coming out who works at the bank, and basically he's coming out to check how much money we've spent on the project so far to then give us a drawdown on our development loan. So development loan, really simply, what they typically do is they give you a certain amount on purchase, in this case 60% of the purchase, and then 100% of the bill cost. But what you need to do is because you're going to get 100% of the bill cost, they don't give it to you up front. You have to spend 30, 40 grand, however much you want to spend, and then you can book in a monitoring surveyor to come in and check all the work you've done, and then they'll release that money back down. So that's what we're doing today. So come with me. Did you manage to upset anyone this time, Al?
Probably, mate.
Yeah. It's only when you leave normally, isn't it?
When I leave, when I come. When I'm not going, I'm coming or going, apparently. When I'm sitting there, I can't do anything right.
Wardrobe over there. Bathroom, little kitchenette in here, desk. We'll just put a little shelf, microwave, etc.
Right.
Building control being, they've done the first visit. A couple of things that we just need to justify as usual. Like, they've asked us to justify these timbers, because obviously the ridge beam is above it. But the ridge beam still goes into the brick wall.
Okay.
So this is like extra. It's not, but it's still got to justify it. So I'm going to get that sorted anyway. I'm not too happy to do this on this one. To be honest with you. It was someone that was recommended to. The room starts forming.
Yeah, you starts coming together.
Starts coming together.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. And obviously little bits of plastering and that.
Listen, then you don't.
Yeah.
Don't you worry about nothing.
Yeah,
you just step back and just relax. Don't worry about nothing.
This layout, off the top of my head, but there's like a bed here, TV either here or TV down that end, desk down that end. There's going to be a kitchenette in here. This door is going to be turned into like a door window, so because obviously the bedroom's off of the kitchen, so that they can escape in terms of fire.
Yeah.
Put the door into this bit of the wall here.
Yeah.
And if you have a look on the outside, the wall comes forward. So that adjusted this. So now it comes in like this on an angle. Bed, TV. All finished with the monitoring surveyor. He's happy with all the works. So I just got to send him the latest building control report and send him how much money we want with the works that have been completed. So loft's up, so I can get a lot of that money and some other bits and pieces. We're now heading off to another site. We just need to drop some stuff off at Gordon Road project, and here's Ellis coming down the road now. Nice, mate. Setting off alarms.
Yeah, coming out, mate.
Yeah.
So just got a few bits that we need to put in the house. I've got a tenant moving in today. So gonna need hoovers, washing baskets, tablecloths, iron boards, just bits and pieces like that. So just gonna drop this stuff off.
Nice. Alright, go on, I'll take them, mate. You can carry that big
Don't
box.
break your back, do you?
Yeah, no, I won't, mate. Don't worry. I've got a record on that, haven't I?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Come back to the other stuff.
If you leave it here, we'll get nicked.
So, slight issue with the door. Sometimes the key gets a little bit stuck. We've been told basically we've got a shit door, and the sun makes it expand and retract too much. So we'll be forever realigning it. So Aaron today saw that one of the keys that we put in the lockbox for the tradesman has started to get a little bend in it. And it's probably because sometimes the door gets a little bit jammed. And I said, all it needs is a little jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. Everyone knows how to do a little jiggle, right?
So Greg the plumber just came back, and on the floor above, we was getting like a smell, like a sewer drainage smell. I was like, "What's happening?" So I thought, "Oh, maybe it's like airflow when you flush the air going up the system or whatever." I'm not a plumber, I don't know. But actually, he just come back and he's realised that there's like a hole around the back of the toilet, so that's why he could smell it. And because I knew he was coming, I made sure that someone had laid one in that toilet, so that the room above definitely smelled. So I'm a nice guy like that.
He laid brick.
Yeah. Cheers for that, Al. Cheers for laying that brick.
You laying bricks again now, yeah?
Mate, basically a developer, so I need to lay bricks.
I feel like you just have to lay one in every toilet in every
that's it.
development,
I've
don't
tested
you?
them all. They're all done, mate. They're all done. Yeah.
No wonder why they keep getting destroyed.
I'm testing them out. What are you on about? Make sure that they're fully robust.
Can you wipe all the skids off next time?
There's no skids you got. I've never seen someone open an iron board so good. It's the greatest iron board. Are you sure you got loads of practice? Looks like you're pulling the panties down. So Al, does A&E provide the best HMO rooms?
Yeah, just not the best suitors.
Best suitors, no. It's we do provide the best rooms. It's facts. Facts, mate. That's facts. Now I'm on my way to another property around the corner, and we are got a view in there. Hopefully I can get another room gone, which is lovely. Let's go. Viewing done. Now driving back to Gordon Road. Not too worried if he does or doesn't take the room. He wasn't really our tenant profile. Nice guy, but just not our tenant profile. So yeah, let's see what other inquiries come through, and we'll get that room rented. I'm just at the Gordon Road project. I've got the first tenant moving in today. Quite exciting. All the other rooms are gone. They're all secured. It went crazy last week, and just everyone was like fighting over the rooms. But it's amazing. So yeah, the first tenant's moving in. I'm here a little bit early. I'm just going to take some pictures and video for the inventory for his room and find which cupboards belong to him in the kitchen and fridge freezer space. Just so when he comes, I can be like, these are your cupboards. This is where you can store stuff. And also how to use the heating functions and other little bits and pieces in the house.
Yeah. So small things are going to get changed. Obviously, that's the kitchen area.
Yeah.
Again, we had to move the plans around slightly,
Yeah.
which caused the fridges to not be accounted for.
Okay.
Initially, I was going to put it here, but I think
Yeah.
this is just like an eyesore, so this is going to get removed and get back to normal. I'm going to probably put the mini fridge on this side,
Yeah.
have the desk and the wardrobe on this side,
Yeah.
TV up here, and then have the rest of the team function, like the rest of the room function. That's fine.
Yeah, nice, man. Like it.
You've got the ensuite here as well.
It's a good sized property as well. Bedside table, right in there.
Wasn't thinking to.
Might need to just check the rooms.
Yeah.
The reason why I say that is because, like, imagine usability. you're sitting on the bed.
Yeah,
Always put a glass or a cup.
I'll definitely
or anything.
put,
What's going to happen is you're going to put it on the floor. It's going to spill everywhere.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Do you know what I mean? Like it's just little usability.
Okay.
And they're cheap as well. Like bedside tables are cheap.
Give them like 25 quid, 30 quid.
Okay.
Because there's another way you can just make like a little shelf.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then it's a lot easier. And then also, you know, like when you charge your phone at night.
Yeah, you want something to put it on top.
And also, how these are so nice and so thick, then like, you're not going to reach the floor.
Yeah. That's a good point. Okay, that's a good note actually.
Yeah, just little things, you know, because like if you can squash all these little things that a tenant may have a problem with, it means they stay longer.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like, because and then if there's something else that's a problem with the house that you can't fix, like, well, at least everything else, they haven't got all the other like things to moan about. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So they're happy with everything else, but except for one thing that you potentially can't fix just because the house is not right for it or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, nice, sweet man. It's nice.
Yeah.
Well, how did you get in contact with us?
Funny enough, first I reached out to you guys on Instagram.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I was like, I've seen you guys do like lots of work. Like these are the guys I want to work with at some point. So obviously, I saw Alyssa, the Kent property meet.
Oh, okay, yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
finally. So I was like, okay, we'll work on something. And then obviously, once this was getting prepared, I was like, okay, cool. I'd see if you guys would be interested in working on this, and take from there.
Sweet man. Yeah, nice. No, really.
No, you've done really well with this.
Really impressed. Really impressed. Honestly.
Appreciate it. You know what it is, especially when you're going through the phases, it doesn't really feel like that straight away. It's like you're just burning cash, things are going wrong. Like,
it's just firefighting, right?
Yeah, you know what I mean? So, to hear that is actually quite good.
No, it's good, man.
You need to put intermission strips in these doors, yeah?
Yeah. What, do you reckon we can extend the time? I was like, yeah. I was like, what, by like 6 months? He's like, yeah, okay. I was like, oh my goodness. And then after that, my previous company was in the music industry, right?
Yeah.
So he was a radio presenter. He had a really unique voice.
Yeah.
So when I was walking around his house, I saw he had the radio. He had like a piano. So I was like, oh, do you make music? He's like, no, I'm a radio presenter. I was like, oh, yeah, you know, I've done a few records that I've done pretty well. He's like, really? He's like, oh, I'm actually looking for a manager, you know? I was like, yeah, I'll help you out if you sort me out on this house. And then he's like, yeah, sure. But that never transpired, but I managed to get the deal done anyway. Yeah.
And that was modern auction.
Yeah, modern auction, literally.
Fair play.
So yeah,
because I feel like modern auction, you're like locked in, aren't you?
Yeah,
like,
from
that's
the
the price, and you've got like 60 days or whatever. I can't even remember.
Yeah, 54 days.
54 days. Yeah.
You pay a $6,000 upfront fee.
Yeah.
What else is there?
Yeah,
so
you've laid out a fee and then you've negotiated
backwards,
down
from that.
Fair
and I still got like more extended. It was a bit crazy, honestly.
Mate, I'm going to come on your course in a couple of years. That's so good. Like, honestly,
appreciate it, man.
I'm well impressed.
Yeah,
mate, what are
sick.
we doing?
Why
are we paying what we say we're going to pay? No, that's nice.
Yeah.
And
no,
they give you a 6-month extension as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
Lovely. Did you get the work done while
No, again, because my first one, I was going through so many errors as well. So
yeah, of course.
change of teams, change of people, kind of filtering out who I'm going to work with, from builders to just professionals.
Yeah.
So I to be honest, I kind of took my foot off the pedal because I was like, oh, I've got 6 months to sort this out, get my finances sorted. And I still didn't meet the deadline because everything wasn't working out the way I expected to. So yeah, I don't know, it just happened, to be honest. I don't know.
Fair play. Nice. So we just had a viewing property. There we go, there's Ellis. We just had a viewing of a property that we're going to take on for management with a guy doing his first one. He's actually done a really good job, really happy with it. He's going to come on with management with us, hopefully, and I think it'll be a good partnership. He's actually got another site in Strood that's in the construction phase, and there's a couple of things that I would like to recommend for him to do to make sure he gets it perfect. So we're going to head over there now, drive over to Strood and go see his other project, and then we're done. So we've just come from that other property around the corner, really nice spec, house looks really good. It's the landlord that wants to come on with us in management. So yeah, looking forward to it. Really refreshing attitude as well, which is really nice. Like there's not like £1 coin meters for the washing machine. It matches our brand, luxury rooms. But he mentioned he's got another project in Strood, so it's like, let's run over there, let's go have a look at it. Maybe we can give him some tips, some other bits and pieces that will make the management easier on the back end. So we're just here now. We're going to go take a look. Come on.
Nice in, as
Yeah.
it's supposed to be. No
corner's been cut, as you can see.
Is that the same as the structural calcs?
Don't go up there, be careful. Our building control was here today anyway.
Oh, okay. Is it front?
Yeah, he was exactly.
And are they okay with the double joist?
We told him, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's going to be a.
Oh, there's a column in the
Yes.
Yeah, cool. Now it makes sense. Yeah.
because
That's a
it's
big
split
opening
yeah.
to
Yeah,
have a steel.
it's a big load. So.
We had a tree growing out.
Yeah, there was a tree up there.
Nice.
That big,
Nice.
honestly.
Budget.
Yeah, we can see the. We're going all the way in there. So.
Yeah, that's insane.
That's being changed next week, obviously.
Yeah.
But,
The
Countrywide.
no, fair play. Honestly, mate, you're doing really well. I'm really
It
impressed.
was on the market for 225.
No, it was on the market for 250, 240.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Mate.
Nice.
So, yeah,
We're not
try.
working hard for discounts.
Smashing
Start
it.
working hard for discounts.
And to be honest, though, I could have negotiated that further, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Something in my heart was just like,
You get it.
let's just stick here. And also, the woman that was living there, she was quite poorly because of all of the mold and
Yeah,
stuff.
imagine.
I knew that she needed money to move to Devon. I was like, nah, there's no point trying to rinse her. And I was
You're just making the deal work for everyone.
exactly.
Isn't it?
It's just like, what's the point?
What's the point? Yeah, it's not really going to make that much difference.
Nah.
But you've already got a deal anyway.
Exactly. So it's just like,
And at 215, that works all day long.
yeah.
Nice, man. Nice.
counts as a platform now, so it can vary in height. But
Yeah,
again,
yeah.
no more than 220.
Yeah, yeah.
If it's commercial property, as in flats,
Yeah.
it's no more than 70. So as you know, so wall, punch through the wall,
Yeah.
shower bathroom. And then this you get into the wall. This house is a bit bigger than your one,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we had a wider stairs.
Yeah, I was gonna say the stairs look wider than his.
They did have it.
But we can. Some houses are just.
Yeah.
Your was 3.6, 3.8.
I've got a big one.
Who's got a bigger bit of wood?
That's what I said. He showed me the video and I said it looks like Selborne.
Yeah, it does.
Oh,
So,
No
yeah, so same as your one. Selborne. 800 quid.
Yeah.
Same.
It's like standing in our project.
So does it look
It's exactly the same. We've got to show, we'll show you a video in a minute.
But this
But
one,
we have another bathroom here.
we made it there.
Oh, yeah, it's a little bit longer.
It is longer, yeah, so
Yeah,
it's,
yeah,
it's better.
Yeah,
So
nice.
look, all this space now, so you can have a little kitchenette in here as well.
Nice.
Probably a bed in
You do
there as
it,
well. Or he's having storage in there.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Should not.
Fireproof.
Dodgy window, who fit that?
Everyone's dodgy here. Pick one.
When's the electrician in?
Oh, in 3 weeks' time. Because what it is, me and Stan we're going to do for that.
Nice little view.
Yeah, we're 2 weeks in there.
Yeah.
And then we drop back in here to do all the stud work, finish all the stud work downstairs and all the suspended ceilings. So it's
Yeah.
ready for. Greg was here, he had a look at it this morning.
Great.
Yeah.
I was going to do the electric.
I think so, I'm not sure.
Ah,
So
that's what he's
anyway.
asking about it.
Or
Yeah.
cannot be tied to the ceiling. So
Oh, okay. So we have to drop the ceiling.
yes, we have to
Yeah.
drop the ceiling. Anyway, you got enough space
Okay,
anyway,
yeah.
so we'll roll it down.
Because
what
then
it
what
is,
happens is the
vibrations
vibrations are not
vibrations
touching
travel.
the floor below,
Yeah,
so
they
you can
travel.
it makes it a lot better.
They
Because what you
travel.
don't want to do is you want to get to the end, finish it all, it's all
Yeah.
pretty,
Yeah.
and then you fail the sound test.
Yeah.
Because then you've got to start rubber matting everything.
You've done some.
Try them both in and get a
Bigger one is the roll.
Yeah, how did you
So I started off in music, and then I've managed talent. So I had a few successes with like record label deals and songs charting. The biggest one, I don't know if you've heard of this song called Rover. It was charted in like
No
3
way.
charts. Yeah,
With
Simba and DTG.
yeah.
Yeah, so that's one of the records that I've worked on. So that did really well. Then a few other ones at the same time. But at that time, in my head, I was like, okay, how do I produce more artists and get more creatives into the building? So I was renovating studios. So similar to like rundown studios and just like commercial places. I was kind of doing the DIY myself, and then I'll get like professionals to come in. Then I was going heavier and heavier. And then once I had the big break with these records, I doubled down into this like old prison. And the story was like, yeah, changing the prison to this record studio, innit? But then I did that during COVID, spent like 15K on the building. And literally like after week 1, I got like an eviction notice, like, yeah, the building's being sold. And I was like, are you serious? Like, you let me do all of this and you're selling the building? I was like, oh my goodness. And everyone was going crazy. Like, my family was just like, you got to try and take them to court. I was like, let's just leave it. Let's just forget it. It's not worth it. So then at that point, my friend was just like, like obviously he was at uni at the time when I was back in London. My friend's like, oh my goodness, like the way you're converting these places, you might as well do this with property. I was like, that's a good idea actually. I never thought about that. So then I started like researching and just learning as much as possible of like, okay, what's the strategy, what can work. With the current climate where things are now, I was like, HMO makes sense. I want to cash flow, so I can do whatever I want, right? So after then, I just started learning more, and then yeah, one thing turned into another. I started picking up houses and researching areas. It's funny as well because sometimes you overcomplicate things. Because originally from Southeast London, moved to Ep7, then I was looking at what areas can I invest in, the capital that I have right now. I was thinking, yeah, I'm going to go to Newcastle. I'm going to take a flight there, flight back, 40 minutes. Yeah. Then I guess I was like, why don't you just look in Kent, like deeper in Kent? I was like, that's the point actually. Then I came across Gillingham, these areas, and I was like, yeah, this is the good place to be in. Yeah, so
doing everything right.
Trying to. It seems like it, but it hasn't been always just straightforward.
Like, people that have just started like you have, and then jumping on their first deals, like you know, you can see the massive sort of learning curve from one to the other. But the way you've started on first deal is like you've started like top tier, you know? You started with all the right decisions and you're doing them all fair play, man.
I appreciate it. And again, of course, I'm always trying to learn. So even watching you guys' contents and stuff like that, that's added to the play. And I think as well, at the long term and the bigger pictures, ideally producing large flats. If I would be at the bottom of the right ladder, creating these smaller HMOs to build larger flats at the long term, and then obviously have that right mindset from now, right? So that's how I see it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sick.
So we've just been around this 7-bedroom project, and the landlord is so impressive. This is his second project. He's already doing a sui generis project, which is just insane because you've got all the fire eggs, the sound testing, everything else that's additional to a 6-bedroom, which is like considered like an advanced strategy on HMO. So yeah, very impressive. He's doing everything exactly right. Like if you were starting out in HMOs and you were like, you need to do this, this and this and this, like a checklist, he is ticking it off. Insane, very impressed. Also his story, I think we're going to be great friends moving forward as well. We are going to take the management on, hopefully. And yeah, I look forward to working with him. And it's really funny because everyone that's working on site is actually people we use in our projects. So they've just finished the loft round at our site and they're now building the loft out for him. And it's just mental. His commercial mortgage broker is the same lady we use. So she's giving him the same advice that we're getting. So just like, it's just mental. Like that is just the power of a network in the sense that he's got all the right people around him. Just en route to go get a key cut for a back door. I've had a tenant request. One of the properties that we manage for another landlord who's like actually one of our close friends. They've installed a master key system like how we do, so the key will open every door and each bedroom will have its own individual part of the key sort of thing. But they haven't changed the back door key. And the tenant wants to be able to access the property from the rear because they've got a motorbike now and they want to park at the rear and come in through the rear of the house, which is fair enough. So I need to go get a key cut, get that sorted. I always like going to the locksmith because it's always cool what they do with the machine. I'll try and get a clip of it. Yeah. And yeah, he's got pictures of him taking locks apart, chucking keys in a room. Yeah, and we need to check that they've paid the money, sign the paperwork, and we got to do an inventory.
He said that they can't get in the kitchen door.
The 10:30 didn't turn up. I was like, oh, one second. Then the 10:45 was late, and I was like, oh my god, my day is going to get ruined.
As you know, with property, nothing really does go right.